Good afternoon, fellow Ambazonians. Today na number 2 day for this month for January, first month for 2024. My name na Capo Daniel. I be the chairman for the Ambazonian People's Right Advocative Platform. Do one our first show for this year. I want to salute all man for which all na a happy new year. We go get this show very fast. We'll get a show wey na for focus on the speech wey Paul Biya, the president for Cameroon, e don make am wey concern our struggle for inside Ambazonia. I will do a special show just for analyze una wetin wey that one e mean, wetin una fit see am for inside vis-a-vis our struggle for self-determination. So today, we want to first start for explain for una wetin wey don happen for the last part of last year. As una know, I be declare a truce, say make all Ambazonian fighter them for Christmas Day and New Year Day, make them suspend all action them for attack La Republique or for do anything. With the hope say Cameroon also it go reciprocate, and we for the most part will see say if them reciprocate and our country people them for the first time they be get time for rest. For Christmas Day, all churches they be open their door, even though Ayabacho e boy them one day they follow for ADF for inside Bamenda, them plan IED bomb for T Junction, we instead caused the death of 2 people them because the Cameroon military their reaction towards that bomb then can kill 2 people them for day. That bomb you know be even target na the Cameroon military, it be been for target Christmas because they want semi lockdown the day. We done the fight for 7 years. I don't give una the conclusion them we would arrive based on the analysis them wey dey for our table. So for New Year Day, I will extend that truce, and the truce will be highly respected, and I will show una some video footages them for Ground Zero about that truce as well, and also for give una some update for Ground Zero. But our main focus for this day it could be now about the speech wey Paul Biya Igiam. I will give a response to that speech on the 3rd. That means na tomorrow. So today I want for just give una the update and for show na my face, make una see me. I be talk say for this New Year Day and Christmas Day, make it be a suspension of the Monday Ghost Town where we be respected for Ground Zero. We be now na the leading voice, practically the interlocutor for all Ambazonian interests for Ground Zero so far as our fight for this war it be concerned for self-determination. I dey represent the voice of the people, I dey represent the interests of the vast majority of our people then. And I say it go be, make all man a rally around me, around the Ambazonian People's Right Advocative Platform, join my network, all forces them, make sure say, make all the sacrifice we don't do for this war, make it no go in vain. The leadership we will get them and all the other organizations them, they don't fail we for these past 7 years, absolutely. And the stalemate for this war now, it represent a challenge for our people. Then when I also an existential threat, we will need to see how we will move forward. So with that one said, I'm not going to focus on those issues them, but I will go straight for the point. One important thing where that happened for Ground Zero, now the death for some of our soldiers and 2 very important soldiers and we didn't work with the ADF. Time video ADF they will work with we very well. They still work under General Efang. I know they call them again ADF because most of those forces they don't decide to join their brother them for other forces them for become like any Ambazonian force. So long as they no can stand begin call that name say ADF, I know go they call them again say ADF. Because most forces them for Ground Zero they don't abandon diaspora leadership. Except for I don't call any my name, but we know what really happened. So I be done talk for our people then say make no Ambazonian fighter go block road for begin take money for people them in the name of tax or whatever name, except for security reason where they want to check document for protect me some kind of people they not enter for some place. Any soldier where you go stand for road, it collect money for driver them for our population. You need to act differently from La Republique, where na the thing that will fight for run against. So for inside T-Bendy, for New Year Eve, time we around insist say make we allow our people the member not interrupt this economic period. So that they go over T-Bend, then go block road them over close to 300 motor them from which we here not get the video them about the motor that get some few videos, pictures, but nothing more. But I know say a lot of people them close to 700 people they will be trapped because it will be na market day for Widikum. So motor the way they will go for Widikum, then stop them for road, begin move people them for road, they take money. Cameroon occupation and terrorist forces them, then come for that place. Then pack armor car, worker will food them, pass motor and passenger them. No man not even warn our boys and for day, then go ambush them, kill two of them, and we say two of them run with bullet. So how long shall we begin to continue to deceive our boys to go and stand on the road to collect money like Ayabacho is doing? We need to fight a war using guerrilla tactics against La Republic. These things say me that they collect tax where they only give a blank check for people that meet and go they extort it be wrong. If they want collect money, now support, free with donation. The feel make some rules say all man must support according to your own way. But make for begin to encourage this issue, say me then go to collect tax, it only leads to the death of our soldiers. If all these soldiers then die, we no go get no voice and no pressure point for even engage La Republic for get any meaningful compromises them or for free our people. So it be important make them stop this nonsense where I ever actually do them. Me then stop them absolutely. For go begin work as you collect tax for people, then where you don't criticize IG the whole year, say IG na government inside the middle of war, you do want go collect tax as who. Now so you now say the struggle, they spoil the struggle. Nevertheless, I go show na picture them for Bamenda for update una which way happen for ground zero. As we don't talk, we don't declare a truce, and the truce will be respected for 99% of our territory. And I'll show na some video footage what I want for show na which way happen for inside Bamenda. Bamenda we get the biggest celebration of New Year for inside our territory for the past 7 years with fireworks put out there by our civilian population, some of them quarterheads, some of them people in various organizations they joined to do fireworks in Bamenda. It was amazing. I'm going to show those video footages so that our people they know the reality. And as you know, when the truce was respected for Christmas Day, I came out and I said that I have actually made a video showing that the streets were empty. And I released videos to show the world that we had church services. Every church service was successful. 99% of our people celebrated and commemorated the birth of Christ during this Christmas. And it was very successful. Because I mentioned the church activities and I said people should not disturb the church activities, I have actually again instigated people to try to disrupt church services in Azeri, which I'm going to show you. And this should be a self-evidence to our people that the various groups that we have, these partisan groups are now focused mainly on dominance. They went to attack a church because I declare a truce. They didn't go to attack La Republique, but their focus is on our own people, our people they know they call them. Then go try for disrupt church. And such activity them, they promote our struggle. It only make our population to be isolated from the soldiers and they struggle them where they mean a doom for we. And the type of behavior in this way for the past 7 years, it then implode the struggle and make it maybe impossible for us to attain the independence we fight for within the short term. So make I take una for Bamenda for show now some of those video footages where it don't come up from the church for Azeri, where they show how our soldiers then come attack, they can shoot gun them for fighting people that made them come up for church. It will be very traumatizing for our population. Nevertheless, that is what it is. Watch the video. So, now church that for inside Azeri, where people that don't come for church, as we be talk, all churches them for inside Bamenda, na a common practice for New Year Day, they go do crossover where they pray until midnight, people then come and go. We don't advise people that me they no go overdo Arabian Night with joke at them for all bad them. Me population, all man go for church, me then go pray for justice and peace for Southern Cameroon. Now the best thing to do, come on for church, go back, go shoot out their family member them. Reflect on how things that they go for our struggle and how things that they go for our life. And for also pray, me God really gather with me will make the right decision about our future. The people that don't go gather for church, I have actually instigate our forces them for inside Bamenda, me them go attack for disrupt church. They no go attack na for disturb La Republique their military. He commodity lie say 1st of October, 1st January na La Republique their Independence Day. So La Republique them they go celebrate the Independence Day. So people the way they want go outside, they go celebrate the Independence Day. All those propaganda based on lies do not help our people. And you can see from here, disrupting the church service, people they sleep for down for inside church because they run for bullet from our own boys them, where they don't be misled for can attack our own people them. In the beginning of this struggle, we'll see how La Republic will go attack church for inside Bali, how our population will react, or we will be vexed. Today, the same boy that me and go do the same thing against our own people them. And how I believe say by carrying out such activities, this struggle will succeed or the international community feel respect we see me then try for push pressure for resolve this our crisis in a way it will be expected for by our own population. That cannot be possible. And why did our soldiers come to interrupt church service in Azeri? Simply because the Ayabacho wants to fight against what I have declared. This will not help us. Closing our territory for New Year Day add no value to what we are doing. It takes away value. So what are they fighting for with ghost town on lockdown on New Year's Day? A single day just to allow the people to go about and do their church services without interruption. Why do you interfere with the civilian population activity? Why? Simply because of power, ego. And in the diaspora, all of them celebrating with their friends, their family. We cannot relieve the humanitarian situation for our population. That is very, very bad. And you can see also in Bali the killing of one person who was killed there by our forces as well. The image have come out. I'll share these things to you because it's important for people to know how this struggle. This is let me put
How
the
you
video.
fit do take waka stick for blind man? Bone so. Whenever me 1 week, we are touch the first weekend. Come, so they go right to play whenever they are touch the blood.
So the one now was civilian where then he died for inside Bali because our soldier then go kill it. This type of activity we conducted by our soldier them, they no go be condemned by any Amazonian organization because around here una their main primary objective now na for secure endorsement and loyalty from soldier them for loyalty and leadership sake without trying to control the conduct, condemn things that are bad in order for the struggle's integrity to be maintained. You can see the anger in this man and you can see the dynamic that is playing on the ground because of our partisanship again. That is the main reason the struggle is going the way it is. Because of the partisanship and group politics, Ayabacho have disarmed the fighters in Gozang who were under and loyal to their commander, General Savior. They had executed two innocent civilians in Gozang that helped La Republique to convince Savior that these people are not there to help us. And that is how we have had the biggest national security failure this year because General Savior is full of intelligence about the movement of our soldiers. There is no doubt about that. Sooner or later, we are going to see the result of this type of activity. So each time you do something that is wrong, you execute two innocent people, the ramifications come back to bite everybody, and most of our people are not even aware on how these things unravel. So this is how our struggle have been unraveling, and I want our people to know we have a very serious choice that we must make. And for those of us who are not just stakeholders, but we are responsible for the leadership, for mobilizing our people, for inspiring our people to fight up. We model for our country, our flag, for the people to embrace. And we have a responsibility to lead, to influence this struggle to its expectant end or to an end where those who have died will not have gone in vain. We can either sit and allow this partisan and infighting spirit that dominate our struggle to continue to exacerbate the excesses on the ground and the creation of cartel like groups now in the ground that are doing such rough work. And people will get discouraged and just withdraw themselves from the struggle from ground zero. And by the time our eye opened, most of our fighters on the ground would have been killed. Without people like me who were doing the recruiting actively doing it without challenge, significant challenge, we will only end up in a situation where we lost any voice in the ending of this conflict. And our people will be the ones that are going to lose the most. We have heard what Paul Biya have said in his end of year speech. It is full of the ego of the Bulu Beti people again. We don't expect anything different from a man whose Minister of Foreign Affairs is Atanganji Paul, a criminal and a con man. What do you expect from Paul Biya? But for us, this is our people, this is our land, it is our responsibility to consider things the right way and make sure we take the right decision. We will continue to engage the international community robustly on your behalf. We have been doing so to prepare ourselves in order to engage La République du Cameroon directly and to see how we can come up with an amicable solution to end this war and the pain of our people. If that fails, we will be strong to face the international communities that will clearly see that Cameroon is just bent on killing our people for nothing. But we will not allow the stalemate to go on like this because our people are the ones who are suffering. So, fellow Ambazonians, we are going to come with a show that will focus on the speech of Paul Biya. We'll do that tomorrow on the 3rd of January. So stay tuned, stay strong, and it's time for everybody to come together, join this initiative, join this network, so that we can make a final push for a solution that will relieve our people from the pain and preserve our territorial integrity and our independence, if not now, in the future. We have to do that. If we don't do that, it will be irresponsible. If we don't do that, we will be led blindly into a total loss scenario. So join me to do that. Join the network and make sure that we free our people and bring solution. For sure, there will be no organization in Ambazonia that will participate positively in this process or to bring solution. The ones that we know who wants to join, they will be doing so eventually. They will join eventually, but because when they know that this is inevitable and this is the reality, they will join. We have had very positive reactions and from everybody, and we will see it through. But as I said, there are people who are enemies of peace. Even if we have independence today, we cannot be at peace. Ayabacho had publicly taken an oath that if Seseko was to become the leader in Ambazonia, he would use ADF to fight him, declaring war without even having the country. And you have had Chris Ano make similar declarations, Sako make similar declaration. So even if we were to be given independence today, the fighting will not stop. The fighters have evolved into something that is not efficient for a political goal. Majority of the fighters are doing well and their formation are okay. But the dominant one today seems to be the ones who are having this negative PR for us. But we shall prevail. There is hope. So God bless you all and see you tomorrow. Let us continue this journey to free our people. God bless you. Have a good night.